Hey, what up? It's Brad with Home Love Construction, and today we're framing a roof on a wood frame addition. Let's do it. In this addition in Oldsmar, what we're doing is we're actually doing a completely framed structure. So in some of the ones that we do, you'll see we do block and then wood frame on top of it. This one's gonna have wood frame walls. As you can see, we've already got one up, and then a wood frame roof like we usually do, built out of trusses. One thing that you'll notice on the end of the roof is that the plywood is just hanging off willy-nilly. It's kind of all over the place, and it'll get even crazier as we keep going. The framers are doing what we're calling letting it run wild. That's what they call it. When you just let the plywood lay out wherever it lands, as long as it goes over the roof overhang, we're good. At the end, they're gonna take a saw, run it up and down, and cut it all off nice and flush with the fascia. So you'll notice that during construction, things like look a little bit like that. It's because there's a trick to, at the end, quickly just clean it up and make it all nice and flush. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. One interesting thing about this roof is that the last truss is what's called a drop truss. It's a drop gable, which means that the truss itself is 3.5 inches shorter than the rest of the trusses. The reason that it's this way is so that we can build a soffit ladder above it that's supported all the way out. And if you want to actually show them, Apollo, what you can see is a little ladder looking framing that goes from the end of the roof, from the overhang all the way up to the peak. And that's now going to be supported by that last truss. The reason we dropped the last truss is so that we can frame it in and tie it in perfectly to the truss behind it. You'll also see the reason you can tell that this is done this way is on the far end, if you want to show them, Apollo, there's actually a 2x4 sticking up on the end of the last truss on the gable end. So there's that weird little end piece that's maybe 2.5 feet long sticking up. That's so that we have continuous all the way down. They are going to frame the overhang down to that. And then we're gonna have to frame up from the other side of the roof. So some interesting stuff going on. Me talking about it is probably a little hard to understand, so why don't we just show you what's actually going on. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for your attention. If you have remodeling questions about additions, bathrooms, kitchens, outdoor living, that kind of stuff, remodeling in general, send your questions to homeloveconstruction@gmail.com. We've started to get a lot of these. We're going to start making videos specifically answering your question. So again, send it to homeloveconstruction@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you very soon. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Peace.